on a whole different level. We feel it much stronger. So please, everybody, make this tadlut. It should not be any question about coming to Shahrit or Minhan Arvit. I don't want to say, and you call it bootleg Minanim, but upstairs in the hallway, all that, we don't need that. Baruch Hashem, the Beit Midrash, it's much more bigger zechut to pray the Beit Midrash. Of course, I'm very happy everybody's praying, but we have our Seder, so please, Minha, also over in the Beit Midrash, and Arvit, the School of Mitzvot. This week, in Shabbat, okay? Those that feel maybe it's a summertime opportunity, now we are here before Shavuot. The opportunity is to, B'ezrat Hashem, be mitchazek. Every day makes a difference. So this Shabbat, in Shabbat. Say, what do you want to say?
You want to get 10 boys to commit at 9 o'clock.
Okay. So everybody should say in the Shabbat. Next Shabbat, hope Siyat the Shmaya, if it works out, we're going to have like Ba'al a trip. And after that, Shabbat, Yosef Dweck, have a seat. I don't want you to stand up, get tired. Woke up early this morning. And after that, I have one out Shabbat, it's enough. And then we get ready for Shavuot again, Shabbat and Shavuot, and then after that we have another out Shabbat. But the idea of these days is to focus as much as possible on your growth in Torah, Yirat Shamayim, as much as possible. Every outing, it takes you away from the focus. And of course, other things that are out there takes us more than focus. In the regular Olam Yeshivot, from after Pesach, when the Zman starts, until Shavuot, they don't leave the building. Nothing. No, they don't go home. They just sit every day in the yeshiva to get ready for the Shavuot. So we should minimize our outings. As if you need to go to Osherad, it's okay. Rami Levi, also okay. But that's about as far as you need to go. B'ezrat Hashem. Okay. וידבר אדוני אל משה אחרי מות שני בני אהרון בקרבתם לפני אדוני וימותו. What does it mean? אחרי מות, after Hashem spoke to Moshe, אחרי מות, after the death of the two children of Aharon. What does it have to do? The death of the children of Aharon to the halachot that he's telling him now that you're not allowed to go into the Kodesh Kodashim anytime. You have to be careful from the Tum'an, all these things. What does it have to do with the Haremot Shnei Bnei Aharon? So one Peshat is that it's connected, that this was the Avon that they did, but Rashi, the famous Rashi, tells us, he gives us mashal. He says there was one guy, he went to the doctor. The doctor tells him, you know, you're not allowed to smoke, it's not healthy for you, you have high blood pressure, you have high sugar, you should watch yourself. Okay, the guy says, thank you very much, doctor. He finishes his appointment, takes out a cigarette, smokes a cigarette. After that goes, buys himself some cake because he didn't have a chance to eat breakfast before, his blood test, and he continues on his own way. There's another guy came to the doctor, and he has the same also diagnosis. The doctor tells him, you know Joe that lives on your block? Of course. Did you hear what happened to Joe? What happened? Hazit, the guy. What happened to this young guy? What happened? I don't like to tell. No, tell me, doctor. What? Hazit, the guy. Lo adenu, niftar. Yeah, Joe. I just saw him. I just saw him last week. What happened? Well, Joe, listen. I gotta tell you, he was by me a month ago. And he had high sugar and high blood pressure. And I told him what to do and how to act. And he continued doing what he's doing. And that's what happened then. The guy was niftar. Wow. She, I'm biflej. The guy, how do you say, falechto? He got scared now. He's shaking. Wow, really? That's what happened to Joe? okay, I better change my ways, and I better be careful what I do and how I act. So she explained to us, Torah is telling us a warning to tell us, listen, you know what happened to Bnei Aharon? They died. You better be careful right now what you're doing, because Has v'Shalom, you could end up like Bnei Aharon, like the two sons of Aharon, a Kohen, that they died. And that was Kedei Zarzo, that they should be more careful of how they act. And this message is for us in all of Avodat Hashem. It says about the Gaon of Vilna, in one night, he is able to learn all Masechet Zevachim and Menachot, from the hardest Masechtot of Kodashim, all this, able to learn, right, over 100 Dapim, one night. On the other hand, when he got to a Mishnah of Edu Devarim, She'en Lahem Shi'ur, or he got to a Musar concept, he stayed the whole entire night on that concept. You're Gaon, what's the problem? You know everything, the whole Torah by heart. Why do you need to focus on this the whole night? Because to know something and to put it into your heart that should have Hashpa'ah, should have influence on you, is two different things. It says, Pirkei Avot, somebody's learning Torah and he stops. And he says, wow, look at this, beautiful, look at the view. It says on that, Has v'Shalom, the Shamayim, Machilim oto gahareret tamim. They feed him when he goes to the Shamayim, coals, hot coals. How do you stop in the middle of your learning? You start talking about whatever you're talking about. So one time, Reb Shalom Shradon, he said, he spoke, he stopped in the middle of his learning. He says, I probably forgot what it feels like, hot coals. So he put his finger, the second into the fire to remember, oh, I better be careful next time when I'm learning not to start talking. So besides whatever we do as our routine, and we know what's right and what's wrong, we have to feel the things. We have to live it. We have to give ourselves mishalim, examples of what it is to be a true Aved Hashem. It says, what's a person like? It says he's like the fish in the sea, that just like all of a sudden the fisherman, he throws in the net, by chance, look, of course Hashem, he has a hashbon for every fish, but what it looks like, by luck, this fish got caught and the other fish got away. This is how our lives are. Everything is like just by the chance, by Kadosh Baruch Hu's running, we is zocheh, not zocheh. And you put yourself this mashal, your ga'ava level just goes down by 5 points, by 10 points. Well, who knows? Who knows who I am? Just like a fish could get caught in this. You see, I also could get caught. Hashem could catch me for anything. So the more we put to ourselves misharim, and we bring it down to our everyday life, and that this is real, the more it will have hashpa'ah, will have influence on us. So this is a very important thing when we're talking about living as a Ben Torah. Right? What does it mean to live like a Ben Torah? Somebody that's working on himself all the time to grow, to get better. Right? We're all very, very far from being perfect. But the Ben Torah guy wants to get better. What is the tool you need to get better? You have to internalize things. You have to go over. You have to put to yourself all different types of tziorim, all different types of imagination of things that could connect to you, and how is it relevant to you, and this will have a hashpa'ah on us, Be'ezrat Hashem, and be zocheh to better ourselves, like we said, especially till the Hag Shavuot, that we have full acceptance of the Torah, Be'ezrat Hashem. Have a great day.